Hello, everybody. This is your Trichology practitioner, and actually today we're going to talk about a couple of things that will help with a lot of things that our patients have always asked me is inflammation. Some holistic things that will help you to reduce some inflammation. But before we go to things that will reduce the inflammation, we're going to talk about things that actually causes inflammations of some things that you are eating and not knowing for sure that it causes the inflammation. So we're going to just dive directly into it. Subscribe and like this video, share it with someone who's dealing with a lot of inflammation, and this will actually kind of help some educational of some reason why you're having inflammation into your joints. So heartburn, things like that that's going on. So we're going to just dive into it today. So one of the things that causes a lot of inflammation is going to be your sugars. A lot of sugars and high fructose, corn syrup, those things are very high in inflammation. And some things that has high in sugar is going to be your candy, your chocolate, your soft drinks, your cakes, your cookies, your donuts. Those types of foods are very high in sugar, very high in fructose, corn syrup, which will cause more inflammation into your body, which will over time, especially when you're young, you don't really feel any inflammation until you get a certain age. That is because of the buildup that is due to the sugars that you have intaken throughout the years. So it's best to start your children with a lot of non-sugary snacks, to where then you are training your children how to eat well. That way when they get older or even teenage, they don't have those types of issues throughout. So again, sugar and fructose, corn syrup are one of the biggest number one things that causes inflammation. The next thing that we actually have is your artificial trans fat foods, okay? Which is some of this you may see repetitive because that's double doses that cause the inflammation, okay? Most of those are like your French fries. So a lot of people that fry it into the oils and the grease that you have, that is actually the artificial trans fat that causes a lot of inflammation. Another thing is your certain microwave popcorn. So what you do, you look on the back of the actual package. If it has artificial trans fat, do not get that type of popcorn. Get the kind that doesn't have an artificial trans fat of the microwave popcorn, and you'll be good to go. Okay, some vegetable shortenings are another one. Your packaged cakes that you may see, little dewy cakes, those packaged cakes like that, or someone that has the bigger cakes and they package it in there. Look on the ingredients and see what it actually has as far as your artificial trans fat. If they have that on there, stay away from those particular types of cakes that is actually pre-packaged. So you want to stay away from those kinds. So we have number one is your sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Your number two is your artificial trans fat, and we kind of went over those particular types of foods that had the trans fat in there. Your number three is your vegetable and seed oil. So those things causes some inflammation into your body, which causes over time some joint pains and some swelling. Those things actually cause a lot of diabetics. That happens, they just don't know why, because you're intaking things that causes inflammation and causes some joint pains, cause swelling of your hands and your feet and your throat and your face. So kind of stay away from those particular vegetable oil and seed oils. And another thing is your redefined carbohydrates. And when we say carbohydrates, all carbohydrates are not bad, but the redefined ones, which is your candy, your breads is another one, your pastries, your cookies is one, your sugary, your soft drinks. So again, we had that into your sugar and high fructose, and then now you also have a double dose, which is your redefined carbohydrates. So having those things really has the so one of the other things is your redefined carbohydrates. Again, is your candy, your soft drinks, your pastries, your cookies. Those things are very high in carbohydrates, which causes inflammations into your joints, swelling of your legs, swelling of your arms, swelling of the throat and face. So you want to kind of stay away from those. So that's a double dose. So if you see repetitive names of the foods that you're intaking, that is a double dose of inflammation that's going into your actual body, and you want to make sure that you stay away from those particular foods that causes that. Okay, so we're going to go to another section, which is excessive alcohol. One of the biggest things, because we do have some wine drinkers that's out there, and some people drink some alcohol. You should not intake no more than 2 standard drinks. If you know you're going to intake some alcohol, only 2. When you go over 2, that is increasing the inflammation into your joint areas, and it causes some swelling. A lot of people try to figure out why their midsection doesn't go away, because of the inflammation that causes into those areas that cause the swelling to go. So you no more than 2. If you know you drink or have wine with your dinner, no more than 2 standards per day. If you go over those 2 standards, you are more likely to have more inflammation into your body, and then that's when you'll start having the joint pains. Okay. Another thing, the last thing we're going to talk about that causes a lot of the inflammation in your body is actually processed meat. I know a lot of people who buy packaged processed meat, deli meat a lot. That is actually high in inflammation into your joints. And those things can be like your sausage, your bacon, your ham, your smoked meat that we see a lot of, your beef jerkies. Any type of the processed meats like that causes, will have more causes of the inflammation into your body and into your joint pain. So you want to kind of stay away from that, and then get more of just regular chicken, cook it, and then slice it to actually make your sandwich, instead of buying the deli meat or buying into processed meat like that. Very high into causing some inflammation. Now that you know things that causes inflammation, now we're going to go into the foods that decrease or help with inflammation. So we actually have about, how many we have here? About 14. So I actually added a lot more of things that can help reduce some inflammation, and you can actually add it into your food when you cook it, or just eat more of that by itself. That will actually help with inflammation into your joints and body. Okay, let's get started. Number 1 is berries. Okay, berry is an antioxidant, and most of the things that we're talking about are antioxidants, and it reduces the inflammation into your joint pain. So if you like berries, eat as many berries as you can. It reduces the inflammation. Another thing is your citrus. Your citrus actually helps with reducing the inflammation. So if you drink water, like I'm drinking water right now, okay? So if I drinking this water here, would a lemon actually help with inflammation in my body? Also drinking lemon, having the water with lemon in it, would actually help you lose weight, because it's also a attack of the fat, and so it will shrink the fat that's in your body because you're drinking water with lemon in it. Okay. Grapefruits is another great anti-inflammatory reducer. Oranges is another great one that you can actually intake that would help with your inflammation into your joints. Your third one, so if you cook a lot of these things, this will be good. Your leafy greens, which is arugula, is really good for you. Kale is really good. Your spinach, because that has all of your vitamin A, your vitamin D, your vitamin E that is actually in those foods. And you can add certain ingredients that we talked about that's help with inflammation. You can add those things in there, and we'll get to that as we get further down on my list. Those things are very good for inflammation. Your broccoli is a great antioxidant in it. What it does, it battles the chronic inflammation. So you have been diagnosed with some chronic inflammation. Broccoli helps reduce the inflammation in your body. Carrots is another one because it has the vitamin A and the actual beta carotene that's in it that helps fight the inflammation. Okay. Bok choy, some people might not know what that is, but you probably go to a lot of certain stores that what you would call those types of stores, authentic types of grocery stores that have bok choy, that has a fiber in it. Is great for calcium. Okay, so if you lack some calcium in your body, you can actually get some bok choy and cook that, and that will give you a lot more calcium into your body, which is also an anti-inflammatory that kind of decreases the inflammation into your body. Number 7 is actually garlic. A lot of cultures actually have the garlic that is in their foods that will actually help with the garlic. Putting that into your foods is an actual reducer of inflammation into your joints and body. So that will be very great for you to actually add garlic into your food. So you already got leafy greens. You add garlic with your leafy greens, and then you got double dosage of that intake to reduce any inflammation into your body. Okay. We was talking about oils that causes inflammation. Now we got an actual oil that does not cause inflammation but helps reduce the inflammation, and that is extra virgin olive oil. That particular olive oil reduces inflammation into your body. Okay. The fatty fish, those particular fish has the omega-3 that's in it that will actually help reduce inflammation into your body. So again, those are going to be your salmon. There's also going to be your tuna and also trout. Those 3 particular types of fish are great for you. So if you're a pescatarian or you love fish, those particular 3 fish are great for you to actually intake, and that will reduce the inflammation into your body. Again, you can cook some with some extra virgin olive oil, double dose. Then you can add in there some garlic, triple dose, that you actually have in that particular saucepan that will help with inflammation into your body. Okay, this is how you kind of meal prep. Another thing is your walnuts. Walnuts is an actual anti-inflammatory that kind of reduces the inflammation into your body. Okay, it has the alpha leucine that's in there that will help with the inflammation into your body. Okay, another thing you can add is flaxseed is another one, cinnamon, turmeric, ginger. So we have about 14 things that I kind of educated you guys on that you can actually add into your food or actually eat it by itself will help with joint pains and inflammation. So again, look back over this video, look at the things that you're eating, try to avoid the things that cause the inflammation. Look at the things that I've actually called out that will reduce any inflammation, and then add that into your foods that reduces the inflammation, and then the ingredients like your flaxseed, your cinnamon, your garlic, your turmeric, your ginger, add those things into your food. That way, that will also give you double, triple, or quadruple your doses of the anti-inflammatories, reducing any inflammation that is caused by your joint pain. So like, share, subscribe, tag someone who needs to know how to holistically get rid of some inflammation by eating. And so, hope you guys see you soon. And any questions you guys have, you can put in the comment. I definitely will reply back. So, hope this guys help you throughout for what's learning inflammation, what causes it, how to get rid of it. So, like, share, subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.